Castle, just outside somewhere.
Lostwithiel.
Lostwithiel.
Do we know anything about Restormel?
I think it's a Henry VIII castle again.
Another one.
A grand seat of power. Restormel Castle was built to impress. For more than 400 years, it was a centre of power in Cornwall. Oh no, it's not then. I was wrong again. The castle's origins and the identity of its founders are a mystery. No documents mention it until 1256, when it was already a major stronghold. Its location on a crest overlooking the River Fowey, close to the
geographical centre
of Cornwall gave Restormel great strategic importance. Until the mid-14th century, when the river silted up, seagoing ships could sail here. It's a pretty looking castle. It's another English heritage site. We joined English Heritage before we came to Cornwall, and most of the castles, or in fact all the castles we've visited, do belong to or are in the care of English Heritage, plus a lot of the other historical places we've visited. We found the membership very beneficial. I'm probably going to upset some of you here, but as a couple of people have said to us, English Heritage aren't quite as stuffy as the National Trust. Oh, there's that bird again, it does follow us around. Morning. Fascinating as well, we don't really know the history, isn't it? Wardrobe. The room above you was different from the others. It contained no fireplace. It was entered from the south and had no connecting door to the other apartments. As a secure room, it would have been ideal as a wardrobe for storing the Lord's valuables. Such a room at Restormel Castle was mentioned in the documents of 1465. This castle's got a real character about it. No mention of what this is or what they thought it might have been. It's a well. That's a deep well. The well provided fresh water to the inner ward. It predates the 13th century buildings above it. The inner ward later benefited from an alternative source of water, brought from a natural spring along a lead pipe. The well's square chamber is 27 feet deep, but they do not know how deep it runs below it. The chamber also has a mysterious tunnel running northwards, which has never been investigated. Shall we go upstairs? There's the castle dogs. Hello, Rum. Rum. Hello. And this is St Mary's Chapel, dedicated to St Mary. It was where the lords of Restormel and their inner household worshipped. Look at this stonework. And this is the inner hall. The room above is part of the Lord's apartment. It could be entered from both the hall and the chapel. It contained a fireplace and 3 windows. And the Lord and Lady would climb a stair into the thickness of the wall to the battlements, which was a perfect vantage point for watching the hunt in Restormel Park. The pit in the basement, one of 3, is thought to show the position of a tower of the 12th century castle. Fascinating, this one, isn't it?
I've only just got the bearings. The main living spaces are above.
Higher, yeah.
These are all cells.
Mm.
woody beams as well.
Yes, thick, aren't they? This is the hall. The hall of the inner ward was the heart of Restormel Castle, and here the Earl and later Dukes of Cornwall feasted with their households and guests. Like all the principal rooms of the inner ward, the hall sat above dark, unheated cellars. By contrast, the hall contained a large fireplace under a stone hood, and large windows that let in light from the courtyard and the surrounding countryside. And there's the fireplace. So what we're in here is the cellar. And these are where the beams were. And that's the fireplace above. The shape of that.
The kitchen, this is the kitchen.
Oh no, it's well, the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, actually, where they used to cook.
And in this large room, a staff of cooks prepared food for the castle's lord and the inner household, meaning the lord's relations and guests and their most important attendants. A huge fireplace set in the curtain wall was originally covered with a stone or plaster hood and was used for roasting and boiling.
Just imagine it.
Yeah, you can imagine the hogs roasting, can't you, on a spit in there. And here's another of the pits. Let's go a bit higher, see what else we can see. From up here we should get an amazing view. So we're at the highest point now that we can get to. Brilliant view. These are all the rooms that we were in earlier. You probably get sick of us saying this, but isn't history amazing? This information board's about the landscape. From at least the 13th century, Restormel Castle stood at the centre of a private park. The Earl and Dukes of Cornwall owned everything you can see from here. Restormel Park, the largest in Cornwall, was created for hunting. In 1337 it contained around 300 deer, fences, ditches and stone walls to protect the deer from poachers. Medieval accounts describe various features within the park. They included woods and pastures and a fishery on the River Fowey. Also mentioned were a watermill and a garden, which were probably near the castle. The park was home too for a number of hermits who prayed for the Lord and his family. The quiet of Restormel was a contrast to the busy town of Lostwithiel, a mile down the valley. Until the 14th century, Lostwithiel was a port, accessible to sea-going ships. It was also a centre for the control of the tin industry. Amazing views. To say this is, what, 800 years old now, well, first records of it. The walls, to be standing this complete, are brilliant. The buildings of the inner ward formed a compact palace for the Earls and Dukes of Cornwall, and they were ingeniously fitted into a circular plan. Apart from this unusual and distinctive plan, the buildings have much more in common with contemporary royal palaces, containing grand first-floor rooms fit for ceremony and residence. Below, large cellars were used for storing food and drink, and the apartments were served by the kitchen and provided with fresh water by lead pipes from the nearby spring. And the view we can see now, talking about the past and the present, from here, over in the distance we can see another solar farm. Time to go back downstairs. Oh no, I think I'm behind bars. I can't get out. Let me out. Let me out. A couple of steps in. Oh, I've visited a few castles now, and I can't decide which is my favourite. And this is the gatehouse. Protected the entrance to the inner ward and the castle's principal apartments. It was part of an early castle on the site, and around 1280 when Earl Edmund built the circular inner ward, the gatehouse was altered. A wooden drawbridge, later replaced in stone, originally provided access to the outer gatehouse tower. The taller inner tower may have contained a defensive portcullis.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick